Your Excellencies, Ministers, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum. We are Nahda Makers Organization, representing Yemeni civil society organizations working to respond to the needs of the people in Yemen. I would like first to thank you and all those who work to make this pledging event happen and take this opportunity to welcome everyone. Driven by conflict, disease, economic collapse, and the breakdown of public institutions and services, Yemen is among the poorest countries in the world. According to the UN reports, Yemen is suffering the worst humanitarian crisis in the world, with more than 20 million people, which is 66% of the population, are estimated to need humanitarian assistance in 2021. The numbers are probably shocking to you, but we, alongside other national civil society organizations, every day meet the people behind these numbers, feel and experience firsthand what these numbers mean. The war affected every aspect of life, bringing people to a breaking point. As prices soar, people's savings have run out. They have exhausted their coping mechanisms. Displacement has heightened protection risk, including violence against women and girls. Children continue to be affected by the conflict and haunted by malnutrition, while the damage and closure of schools and hospitals has disrupted access to education and health services, leaving children even more vulnerable and depriving them of their dreams. And now, with COVID-19 spreading, Yemen is facing an emergency within an emergency. Sanitation and clean water are in short supply. Public institutions are struggling to respond to the increasing demand with scarce resources due to neglect because of the war and increasing number of internally displaced people. This is what more than 5 years of conflict have done to Yemen. This was lately worsened by the underfunding challenge that humanitarian actors faced. We believe that there is a need to focus on the work needed to coherently address people's vulnerability before, during, and after crisis. Together, we need to make interventions more profound by building on local capacities and strengthening communities. We encourage to adopt innovative approaches and focus on humanitarian development nexus that involve achieving collective outcomes that reduce need, risk, and vulnerability over multiple years. Our ultimate goal should be to help vulnerable communities to support themselves. National CSOs represent the interpretation of the new approach of helping the Yemeni people stand on their own. Being close to the population, Yemeni CSOs are the best place to assess their needs. In addition, they have been and continue to be at the forefront of the delivery of services, even in the most difficult circumstances. We, on behalf of local civil society organizations, call for greater commitment to the Grand Bargain Agreement and greater empowerment of national organizations. We advocate that CSOs play a more active role and participate in decision-making process, peace building, reconstruction, and development in Yemen. Through more engagement of the national CSOs in the humanitarian interventions, Yemeni people can take ownership of their development and growth. Finally, I urge all of us to translate our participation here today into action, pledge our donations, time, and mostly hearts to elevate Yemen's situation. And remember that the lives of Yemeni children, women, and men depend on your support. Thank you very much.